We are live. What's going on, everybody out there? How are we doing tonight? It is a chilly but still somewhat mellow Thursday night. King of Chaos here. The boss man, Joey B. He's sharing this, or trying to at least. He's still trying to figure out technology because he's old. But hey, by all means, considering all of you know what you're doing, you're watching, share, like, comment. Any questions you have, so today, by all means. So today, this guy's gonna jump right in as I'm giving my starting pitch. He's a real jerk, real jerk.
We've been silent about this for almost 6, 7, 8 months, however long this has been. I've been silent anyway. Maybe Jake is giving his opinion here and there, but for the most part, I've been pretty silent, except for when all this shit happened with Riley in the beginning, with the advance and all these other news things are calling or
it's going to be an interesting one, people. Tell your friends.
I gave my... Now I'll talk openly about it. He went to court yesterday. Once again, the defense delayed this. Hey, fuck you.
Boss
delayed this indictment hearing, I guess you would call it. They're trying to indict him in front of the grand jury to take it to Supreme Court. And the judge this time said, okay, I'm going to keep postponing it and delaying it. Another $3,500 bail. This guy's going to sit in jail till January 18th, which is his next court date. So we'll take some questions about Riley, because like I said, we've been really silent about it. But now I don't give a fuck, because it has nothing to do with us.
Well, it seems that we're off to a bright and cheery and happy...
What do you want me to talk about tonight? Johnny Rods?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
You could talk about how Richie botched the fucking Johnny Rod signing of the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, even Kevin called him. He's like, oh, no, I don't do that no more.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It would have been a pipe dream for any of us to think that Johnny Rods would be signing at the Warriors Wrestling 10-year anniversary weekend.
What'd you say? How would you keep a straight face if he came in?
Yeah, how am I supposed to keep a straight face? This guy walks in, fucking hobbles his way in. How am I supposed to keep a straight face with that motherfucker around? I really wish if I knew Joe was going to go off like this that I would have advertised. Joey B goes off time. We'd have had a fucking billion fucking views. Now no one's going to care to fucking watch this.
Oh, they will.
Well, I mean, who knows? Let's see. If you're tuning in, by all means, say hello. Let us know what's going on.
When I did that episode on NASA's on Damage 365's radio show about Levin, the pedophile sympathizer, I think he had one of his most viewed fucking episodes.
Oh, certainly, but you advertised it.
Not as that. It was just Joey B's going to be on the air.
Right, well, Joey B's going to be on the air, and he's going to be speaking to a situation, and boom. You know, things...
I guess saying to you before in the car, if everybody knows, Tony's expecting a son of mine, me and her expecting. And now it hits home more than, obviously, she wasn't pregnant in March, or the end of March when this all went down, when this arrest went down. So it hits a little more to me now. Any abuse of kids always really just turned my stomach, but just thinking of this now really disgusts me. Disgusts me.
Well, I can speak to child abuse, where that's something that certainly hits a nerve with me. Those of you who are at all familiar with, you know, who I am or what I do, you know, I work with kids, and a lot of neglected kids, a lot of messed up kids. So
that's what questions I see.
Well, it's Richie to Greg, and no one gives a fuck what he has to say. Yeah, no, so it hits home for me seeing a lot of kids who are, you know, genuinely dealing with a lot of abuse at home, and just, I don't know, any kind of abuse a kid just doesn't sit well with me ever. So I mean, in general, like I don't need it. Like personally, I don't need it to hit home for me to really, you know.
Oh no. What I'm saying was,
I know. I'm not, you know, pointing out like anything wrong with what you said. I'm just saying, like for me, it's just always one of those things where it's like at a 10 always. Where like I guess I understand, like for you it was an issue, but like now that like it's a personal thing.
Because these kids in these videos are usually kidnapped or sold in a sex, what do you call it, the sex trade.
Richie to Greg, Ellsworth is a waste. Yeah, a guy who has his t-shirts, who has action figures, who has... Hold on. No, because Richie's a fucking moron. That's the problem. It's a goddamn idiot. Ellsworth is a fucking waste.
What does that have to do with the conversation?
I don't know. Richie's just stupid. And fucking stupid makes me upset tonight. Continue. I'm sorry.
These kids are usually kidnapped and traded or sold. I don't know how it works. I think overseas, it's legal to have sex with a minor?
The age of consent is much...
The guy from Subway, that guy Jared?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. No, the age of consent is much younger other places around the world. So a lot of this stuff is, produced in those places.
And I don't know where these videos are coming from, but yeah, I just can't. Now, like I said, having a kid in a few months, it just disgusts me. But the thing that disgusts me even more, and I hope we don't lose service, was coming near the Brooklyn Bridge.
If we lose you guys, people, just stick with us. We will be back very soon. Just stick with us.
The thing with this guy's attitude is that he said, "Oh, I'll go to jail for 3 months. Summer camp's longer than that." Like, this is a joke. You know what these fucking guys are gonna do? The worst criminal, the worst fucking thief, fucking murderer, gangbanger, whatever's in drunk driver, whatever. They don't like fucking people like this, pedophiles. They're gonna fucking make his asshole look like the fucking Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
Well, I don't know the kind of dicks that you've seen, but I don't think anything can make that happen.
Well, you know what I want. If they use his asshole enough, they will.
I'm trying to make a dick joke at your expense. I'm sorry. Any more nominations for Lifetime Warrior Award? Nick Speranzo wants to know.
Yeah, we announced our 2 nominations.
Yeah, it's just the 2 for this year. It looks like it's going to be something that we do every single year, but we're going to start off, with a bang, 2 this year, and then they'll probably go back to 1 next year. Tim says, in Japan, the age of consent is really weird. Like, if you're 13 and she's 13, you can fuck. If you're 23 and she's 16, groping and fondling is... Yeah, but no fucking... Yeah, Japan is kind of, real weird. They're an insanely sexually repressed culture in general. I don't know if Joey knows this, but you could buy used ladies' panties from a fucking machine like you buy a Coca-Cola.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about... The thing now I'm hearing is that Riley had a partner in this, and it's like tape trading with wrestling. He was sending the partner the infant porn, and the partner was sending him the 12-year-old porn.
I'll say this, to be fucking political like I usually am. I don't know anything, and I don't necessarily know if anybody else really knows anything. Because what I do know is that there were many different stories being pushed around and thrown around. So what is truth and what is rumor and innuendo, I'm sure at this point are blended, because there were a lot of different stories going around, many of which told by, the defendant himself, to try and cover his ass, but he also made the mistake of telling different people different stories.
Well, here's the thing. He also said to somebody on my roster, I'm not going to say who it is, that he never touched any little kids, which I believe, because he's not charged with that. Yeah. He's charged with distribution of and possession of child pornography.
Yeah.
And admitting to it. Admitting it was on his phone. Here, officer, here's my phone. It's on here. There's some on here. Just the rest of it, I guess, was on.
Well, they were taking it anyway.
Right. I guess the rest of it was on. He could have threw the phone down the toilet.
Nah, that's why they got the no-knock warrant.
Right, but you know what I mean. The phone's small.
He does that. That's destruction of evidence. And whether he had it or didn't have it on there, he would have had another fucking charge that he couldn't have beat.
That's how Tom Brady got suspended in the NFL, breaking a cell phone.
Yeah? What did he have on the phone?
This thing with the Deflategate, with the deflating of the football.
Oh, yeah, what a cunt.
So, but anyway, yeah, but he admitted to it. He said, here, this is infant porn on here. The thing, but it's the cockiness, and the mother saying how we're all assholes because we turned our backs on him, and I'm sorry, normal people don't want to associate with people like that.
Yeah.
In my world, anyway.
Yeah, no, I think when it comes down to something like that, I mean, just crime in general,
No, not crime in general.
No, but it is crime.
If he held up a bank, so most of us would say.
I think there'd be but there would still be plenty of people who would walk away. Because honestly, if somebody held up a bank, how are you going to trust that person around you or your money? How are you going to invite them to your house and not expect them to steal from you?
But
I can understand that.
Difference.
They don't. Absolutely huge difference. What I'm saying is, in crime in general, people take a step away because it lets you see who that person is for real. Again, if you have it in you to rob a bank, or you have it in you to fucking beat somebody senseless with a baseball bat, how am I supposed to fucking trust you? You know what I mean? It's obviously somebody that didn't know, and I think that's the way that it went for a lot of his friends, myself included, where it was, do I fucking know this person? And the answer is no. Well, actually, the answer is yes. Like, I know this person is a piece of shit. And that's about it. There's no other way to really look at it.
That's now, though. That's post-March 20th.
Right. But no, at the same time, like, if you stop, like we were talking, the signs were there. The signs were there, but I mean...
That's hindsight.
Right, but you never sit there and you never go, well, the signs were there, how come we didn't? It's like, well, the signs were there, it could have been anything. But now you put two and two together and it's like, oh, now that makes perfect fucking sense. Tim says, I still think you'd have to be a total fucking idiot to upload child porn to the surface net. That's begging to be caught. I don't think it was the surface net, man. I think they were trying to go deep on this, but, you know, fucking cops looking for this kind of shit are going to find it.
Well, what I understand is, from the articles in the newspapers, was he was uploading this to Google Plus.
Google Drive.
Okay, and somebody... No, well, it was something...
A shared drive.
It was something where somebody complained about it. Somebody sent a complaint into Google or whatever the server was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it was. Somebody complained about it.
That might have been the Tumblr then.
I don't know what Tumblr is.
So, Tumblr, yeah, of course you're old. Tumblr is pretty much, it's like your own kind of website where you can put up other content on there.
I thought it was Google, but anyway.
No, there was also a Google Drive. That was also in there, but Tumblr was mentioned. But if somebody can't complain about a Google Drive unless they have access to it. Tumblr is public.
So whatever if you look at the charge on there, it goes back to 2014. So this wasn't something that just happened recently.
Right.
There's 30 felonies against him, from what I understand.
Yep.
20 Class E, 10 Class D. Moose was explaining that to me, that I think D is more serious than E.
Yeah.
I'm not too knowledgeable about all that. That's a lot of felonies.
30 is, it's nothing to sneeze at. So, I mean, that's what that is. Gina says he could have shared his drive. Well, I think that's what we were talking about, is that he did, but I think that person was also sharing stuff on there with him, according to what, again, like we're getting, that's maybe a little bit more believable than the rumor and innuendo. So,
what do you fucking think? You're Conrad Thompson?
Rumor and innuendo. Beefcake Charlie does a fantastic fucking Conrad. Fucking, you hit up Beefcake and tell him, hey, record me some Conrad. He's fucking dead on with it. Kind of looks like him too, a little skinnier. Yeah, that's, I guess, what it comes down to. I don't think anybody's gonna complain about a Google Drive, because that would be shared, and they would obviously, like, he's not sharing that with fucking Jimmy down the street. You know what I mean?
Knows?
Yeah, again, at the end of the day, who the fuck knows? We're all talking rumor and innuendo. What we do know, fact-wise, is that he did have this shit, and he's facing 30 counts of different types of felonies. So
now today, I guess what set me off with this was, yesterday we all know he went to court. He was going to criminal court in Staten Island. I've been there.
Of course you have.
For stuff. I actually had to go there for hanging up flyers and putting it on public lampposts and stuff. So anyway, it's criminal court, normal court. What they're trying to do is, what the district attorney's trying to do is get an indictment on him to take him to Supreme Court, which I have not got that far in my lifetime. And yesterday, if you went on I think it's called E-Court. It's public records. It shows all the charges, his birthday, his lawyer's name, his lawyers for everything, the courtroom, his past court dates, and it had everything there. And I kept looking to see an update, and after midnight, it went to file not found, like he just disappeared. And I remember I texted you, I said, don't tell me this fucking guy beat this and walked. And at 1 o'clock this afternoon, one of our students texted me and said, no, this court date is, and then somebody else got some information for me, and found out, like I said, it's January 18th. But that's what set me off today. I can't believe this guy's, walking. Thank God he's not. Well, knock on wood. As of right now, he's not anyway. If he walks, then the judicial system has failed. Failed.
Yeah. But I don't see that happening.
Believe me, stranger things.
Oh no, certainly stranger things could exist. But here's, again, you don't get a no-knock warrant, like on fucking, again, rumor and innuendo. You don't get it on that. Like, you need legitimate fucking, to get a warrant in general, you need some fucking pretty strong proof to get a no-knock
For
warrant.
people out there that are listening that don't know what happened was the morning of that we were all flying out to go to
WrestleMania
Orlando.
weekend. Yeah.